Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenarios. So in the previous video, we discussed about our use case. In this video, we are going to implement to the step by step how we are going to implement this use case. Let's see. So first to come to the our arc. So before going to that, first we have to display by the like this lookup field. So in this lookup field, we have to display by the only the active. So only active records will be the populated by the here. So how to identify that is active records means let's come to the here in the account object. So in the account object, we have the one active field that is the drop down that is the hold by the yes and no values. So it is the active or not. Okay, let's open to that is one of the this record. So in this record, see we have the in the details. So we have the active field. This is the hold by the yes and no values. Which records is the yes? So that records only we have to display by the in this lookup. Other records we don't want to able to access. Other records we can't able to access to the here. So for example, here you have to observe. Let's say here it is showing the edge communication. Now I'm going to this is the change to the no. Let's save this. So let's come to the here. I'm refreshing by the page. Now you have to observe that at communication, this record will not be the populated by the here. Earlier it is populated. Now here you have to observe. This is can't be able to, we have to search it also. Why? Because means we have to only showcase by the in this lookup field only for the active records. Okay. So how we are going to implement this requirement? Let's see step by step. Come to the here, we have to define the flows. Come to the flow. So here we are taking the screen flow. Why? Because means in the screen we have to display it. So that's why here we have to create by the one screen flow. So click on to the here, click on new screen flow. So let's come to the here. We have take it by the screen flow. Click on to this. So as for the requirement, we have to display by the only for the active accounts only, right? That's why here we have to go by the choice lookup. So that's why here we have to take it by the initially one screen. So this is the starting screen. So this screen is the account screen. I'm taking the account screen here. So in this screen, we have to take it by the choice lookup. Why? Because means we have to filter the lookup values. Already we are aware of it in admin also we have to look up filter to the in the child object. So same like here we have to take it by the one filter lookup. So here we have to the take it by the label name select account. So this must be the required. So that's why here we are taking the required this one. And here next step is the here important thing is the choice. So which records we want? If you are not given to the any choice value, it is displayed by all the values for the just lookup. Which lookup we have to take it by the when the lookup it is showing by the all the records. But when we are taking the choice lookup, must and should give to the choice value here. So as of our requirement, only active records, right? Let's take to the here. So we have the record choice records. Okay, so here we have to take it by the record choice set. So here this one. So here we have to take it by the choice account record. So here in which object we have to select the account object. So here we have to select by the account. So here we have to the condition is the we have to which condition one or more we have one or more conditions also we have to apply here. But as for the present requirement active equals to yes, which records is the active that values only we have to filter. So that's record. So that condition we are taking to the here. So after that we have to sorting by the values ascending for the name. Okay, by default, we are ascending to the name of the values. Maximum choice lookup by default, how many we have to display. By default, it's showing the maximum number of, right? If you want to give it by the any number, that's it. Otherwise, we can ignore this. And let's come to the here choice label. What is the here we want to display by the in the choice label? So here we want to display by the name now. So that's why here we have to take it by the choice label is the name. And we have to select by the this value now. We have to selected value, which value we want to store it. Usually we have to hold it by the record IDs, that is the unique, right? So that's why here account ID. So here I am selecting by the account ID, this one. So any other values we want, we can take it by the here. Otherwise, we can ignore by the. Okay, we can ignore by to the here. Okay, so store the more account field values if you want to. We can when the user select the choice in the screen, we those field values are assigned to the selected value. So for example, here they are selecting the any one of the value. So here we have to map it, but we don't need to anything. We can ignore by this step present. So click on done. So this is the choice lookup file. Records will be the appear to the here. Let's save this up to here. Done. Save. So account with opportunities. Okay, so we have the account with opportunities. Okay, so let's come to the here. We have to click on save. So we have the activate this. So we have to run this. Just you want to debug this here. You have to check it. Only active records or not. So let's come to the, this is the our arc. So I'm opening by the developer console. So here we can initially query which records are the active. We have to check it. So select ID, comma, name, comma, active field API name from account where active equals to yes. Usually, actually, without choice lookup, if you want to build this scenario, must and should write one Apex class. In this Apex class, we have to write it by this condition. And where condition name equal to, we have to filter conditions, right? Which name they are entered, that records only we have to return. So this kind of the logic we have to implement. But when we are using the in the flows, and we have to use by the or utilize it to the choice lookup, no need to write with this kind of the code. We are avoiding to the Apex class controller code. That is the one of the best feature in the flows. So here we have to just query to this. See here, these are all the active records. Okay. So this is the one of the record ID I'm taking to the here. Let's debugging to the here now. So let's done this. Okay. So here you have to observe those values only populated. Education, Gini point, what are the active accounts that is already populated by the here. For example, if you try to the no records, so there is no any records for the no, that's why it's not populated. If you want, we can change it with any one of the no record that will okay. Otherwise, we don't have the null values of the some active records also. So these are the sum of the null value act either yes or no. So I'm trying with the account 30th August. This is we have to check it. It will be populated or not. Account 30th. See here, this is not the populated. This account name I'm giving now. Only active records will be the populated by the here. So this is the choice lookup. In the choice lookup, we have the build by the only get it by the active records only. Active records only for in this we have the fetched from the database without writing the any Apex class, any query, any conditions. Usually, if you want to write it means so filtering, right? If you type it also, we have to the filter those records only fetched for the database and where condition active equals to true. We are usually give it by the in Apex class. So without writing the single line of code, we can achieve from the choice lookup. Okay, so let's done this. After that, user selecting now which account, that account ID, we have to hold it, right? That purpose, we have to take it the one assignment, which record they are selected. So assignment here. So here we have to select by the user selected account. So here we have taken by one variable. So that is the variable where user selected account. This is the we are going to hold. So here we have to take it by the text. So we have to use it to the this one. Okay, let's done this. So we have to assign to the where we have to get it by the account ID, selected account ID. We have taken by the this is right choice lookup. Select a account. This is the choice lookup. Our choice lookup in this we have to tell it by the value, not for the label. Only we have to get it by the value. Then we can hold by the record ID. Label nothing but the name will be the populated. So here this is the we are assigned. So this is the assignment which record we have to selected the user. That value is the we are assigning to the here. Why? Because based on this ID, we have to fetch the opportunity. That is the next step, right? So we have to get it by the account to associated or related opportunities. We want to get it. That's why here we have to take by the label. Otherwise, we can directly also we have to do it. I will show you that is also. Okay. So otherwise, if you confuse means that's why I'm taking separate variable. Without variable also, we have to get it by the records. I will show you how we are going to get it that records. So let's save this up to here. Click on save. Activate. So our next step is the here. I will show you that how to get it by the opportunities. Before that, so this screen flow we have to preview, right? Actually here we are doing the debugging, but this screen flow we can add it by the, in the record pages or app pages, right? So I am going to add it by the, in the app page as for the requirement. So we have to create by the one LWC page. From the LWC page to we are displaying into the in the app page. So how we are going to call it by the this flow into the our LWC component. This is the one of the important interview question also. Interviewer asking the question, how are we can able to call the flows, screen flows into the LWC components? Yes, we can able to call it the screen flows into the LWC component. So immediate question, they can ask it to the how. So we can show this how we can means we can see the how we are going to call it. So let's come to the Visual Studio, Control Shift to P, creating the one Lightning Web component. So here account with opportunities. Okay. So this is the our LWC component. So in this video, in this we have to take it by the one template. Sorry, Lightning card. Title account with opportunities. So save. Okay. So how we are going to call it to the um, screen flows into the LWC component. We have to use it by the lightning flow. We have lightning flow support. We have to take it by the this one. So in this we are calling to the flow API name. So how we are going to call it by the flow API name? Let's see. So we have to go to the our screen flow. Okay. So in the screen flow, we have to fetch it by the API name. So we have to fetch it by the API name. So how we are going to fetch it API name? Let's see. So sorry, here we have to take it by the flow, just to flow only, no need for the flow support. So here lightning flow. In this, we have to get it by the flow API name. So how to get it by the our flow API name? Let's come to the here. So this is the our flow, right? Let's come to the here. We have to refresh by the page. Here appear by the newly created flow. So account with the opportunities. This is here we have. So let's come to the here view versions. So this is the API name. This is the API name. This API name we have to give it by the here. Okay. So let's save. So this is the we have to give it by the lightning flow. In the flow API name, we have to give it by the our flow name. Now we have to access this one. So we have to come to the metadata here. One of the important point. We have to say the interviewer. So usually we are given to the targets, target. If you want to access by this one, we are usually giving by the app page. That is fine. But now this is we need to access from the lightning flow, right? We have to give it by the target screen flows. So target. So no need for this. Because means we have to use it by our lightning component in the screen flows. We have to give it. Otherwise, we can ignore this. So let's save this. Let's deploy. So here we have to give it by the flow and flow API name. This is the important thing. So it is successfully deployed. We are giving by the target is the app page. Now come to the here. We have to create by the one app builder. Click on new. So app page. So here account with opportunities done. So we have taken by the one region done. So we have to take it by the account with opportunities. So here drag and drop, save, activate. So here we have to give it by the. So this is the our enter page name now. So if you don't need, you can give it this one. Sorry. So here we have to give it by the active this Salesforce real-time scenarios. Save this one. So here we have to remove by the title. So many times it's populating. So we can remove this. Let's deploy. So let's it is done. Back to the page. So come to the here LWC real-time scenarios. So account with opportunities. So now here you have to observe only active accounts only the populated. Active accounts only populated. If you try to search it with the there is no any active records. S4 we have our sample account for this is we have now just you try to this sample. It will not appear. If you edge, it will appear. Why? Because this is the active account records only. Okay, so like this, we are going to call it to the our flows into the LWC component. This is the important tag. So already we discussed, right? Interview question. If you interview are asking to the, we can able to call the screen flows or flows into the LWC component. Yes, we can able to call it. We have to use it by the tag is the lightning flow tag. In the lightning flow tag, we can give it by our flow API name. You have to explain the interviewer this is okay. He will be the satisfied. And come to the, I hope what we have discussed up to now, how to filter by the account records with active account records only, and how to call the screen flow into the our LWC component. I hope it's clear how we was implemented until. So in the next video, we have to discuss about to the how to fetch the all the opportunities, and those opportunities how we are going to display into the in the LWC data table. We can discuss on to the next video. Stay tuned. Thank you.